The topic of this video is going to deal with making the most of your human experience and making your life the most optimal and having the best experiences of your life. And that is the foundation of this channel, Wellness Manifesto. Now the real question is, do we want to be accurate or brand name? I love an all black ensemble. But I think we gotta go with the truth, bruh. I just realized we made the best decision because my sneakers actually match. If you're a flat-footed duck like me, they support you. We are dressed. We got the little pink backpack, feeling like a freaking hot mess. Shout out Cobra Starship, rip in pieces. Is it just me, or like when your outfit, even to the shoes, boy, when your outfit is like on point, it makes you feel like your workout's gonna be good? I don't know. I'm convinced that 80% of my good workouts are based on how I feel in my clothes. But on that note, let's go for a run. Beauty is in your backyard, you guys. Beauty is in your back freaking yard. Oh, look at that pretty skyline. Wild. It's laundry day. Wash your masks, people, if they're cloth. It's a great way to obviously decontaminate, but wash them. Easy peasy. Little bit cleaner. Best part is, with the exception of the 3 items that I threw in there, laundry is done. So yeah, yay! Hello, you guys. You just saw me tidying my room, and I'm not gonna lie, I woke up from a fat nap. But you saw me make my room all nice and zen, and that kind of leads me to the main topic of this video. I'm using my chicken scratch as a guideline. Today we're going to be talking about the 7 dimensions. I call them pillars because pillars are a foundation to me. But the 7 pillars of health. So we have your physical, we have your emotional, environmental, occupational, intellectual, social, and I think that's it. Obviously, with the first video I ever posted, we were kind of addressing the physical wellness aspect of that. But in today's video, we're only going to go over 3 of them. We're not going to go through the whole 7. I'm going to give you guys a couple of quick little tips on how to make these various pillars be the most lucrative for you, or ways that you can kind of implement them into how to have a sustainable and healthy life. And without further ado, let's just jump into it. So obviously, My first video was a weight loss video, right? So we're going to be talking about your physical wellness. And I'm going to be reading verbatim the chicken scratch that I wrote, but I'm going to try and cut it down and make it be easily digestible. So your physical wellness is a variety of healthy behaviors, whether that's exercise and nutrition, that can amplify one's physical well-being, as well as harm prevention, which could be seatbelt usage. For sure, that's a great way. The masks that we have to wear right now are a wonderful way to prevent harm for yourself and others, as well as going to your doctor regularly, getting regular checkups. That's a great way to have harm prevention. And then injury prevention as well, making sure your form is proper when you're doing various exercises, not loading on too much weight, when you're lifting things, just so you don't hurt yourself. And then toxin moderation. So I am a proponent of hemp. I use hemp. I have it tattooed upon me, and I don't see any issue with that. And I do drink. I am of legal age. I'm 25. But obviously, those are certain things that you may want to keep in moderation, because we don't want to load our bodies with toxins. Alcohol is literally a poison. It serves really no benefit to having lucrative, healthy lifestyles. Hemp, I will get into in a whole nother video about how that's helpful in cannabis in general. But alcohol, moderate it. But some quick tips for optimizing your physical wellness are going to be regular activity, not living a completely sedentary lifestyle. If you work out in the gym for an hour and then you sit on your butt for 7 hours out of your day and don't do anything, you're still sedentary. So making sure you're moving around regularly, getting some active mobility. I take walks every day. I have a training routine of my own, but I take walks. But moving your body is good for your health. Obviously, wearing seatbelts and masks for the circumstances right now. Sleep. So I said I took a fat nap. Sleep is so crucial for having your body function how it needs to. When you're sleep deprived or fatigued, I get more stress. That can promote more cortisol, therefore you have less fat burn. My mental clarity suffers. I'm less cognitively focused. Sleep is so important. That aspect of recovery when you're training and sleeping is super duper important, because it allows your muscles to rebuild. It allows your body to kind of adapt to the changes that you're giving it. Second pillar, so your emotional wellness. This is the ability to properly feel and express your emotions, having a sense of fulfillment in what you're doing with your day-to-day life, and having a realistic but pretty optimistic outlook on how your life is going. A lot of us lately have probably been very, very depressed. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. We haven't been feeling our best. And sometimes that emotional wreckage can obviously bleed into other aspects of our lives. And I like to believe that your emotions are one of the few things that you have complete control over how they affect you. You may not be able to control how you feel necessarily, but you can definitely control how you react to it. Another aspect would be to have good self-esteem. I'm not saying go be overly confident and boisterous, but having a good self-assuredness within yourself and knowing that, you know, you can accomplish your goals, and feeling confident in that ability to do so. And obviously sharing your feelings and your emotions with others, being vocal, being expressive, being honest with yourself and to other people about how you're feeling is super duper lucrative and helpful to building up a healthy emotional wellness standpoint. So some tips for that are going to be tune into how you're feeling or thinking. A lot of us, I feel like we have that mental voice in our head that likes to beat us up and have us think down upon ourselves, and so, or maybe we're in a stance where sometimes our emotions are taking reign over how our thoughts are or how we're feeling, but we're not addressing them. We'd rather just stuff them down, and that's not healthy. So you want to be able to check in with yourself, see how you're feeling about certain things. If you do feel like you don't feel as comfortable with something, if something is bothering you, take the time to address that, because once you're able to kind of air out the dirty laundry, wash and fold your laundry, and then put it up. That's a way of letting yourself address your issues, figure out how you're going to solve your issues, and then forget about your issues because you're able to deal with them. Stress management, super duper important. Our mental health is so fragile. So many things can affect how you feel. So stress obviously can negatively impact your physical health and also your mental health. Meditation, journaling, and exercise are my personal go-tos when it comes to mitigating my emotional health and when I'm stressed out, or I'll pull a tarot card or something. But that's, again, tuning in with yourself, writing out how you're feeling about certain things. Because when you put it on paper, it takes away some of the power and the weight that it's held within you. Trying to be more positive and optimistic about your future. I know that everything in terms of when I'm filming this is up in the air. There's an election coming. We're in a pandemic. There's so much crap going on. And I feel like a lot of us are losing hope. And that's not okay, guys. We have to, I'm not saying have toxic positivity. Don't deny the realities of what's going on, but have an outlook that can make it so despite what's going on, you're able to continue to have a healthy mindset about the tasks that you have at hand. Try and remain optimistic and positive about your circumstances and your situations. There's a way out of no way, always. And lastly, try to accept and forgive yourself for the things that you may have done, whether that is not treating your body right when it comes to exercising and eating, whether that's you not landing a job that you wanted. Accept yourself and forgive yourself for the quote-unquote shortcomings you may be experiencing within yourself. And then lastly for today's video, your environmental health. You guys just saw me make my room all zen. So optimizing your environment can really positively impact your mindset, you guys. Environmental wellness is being aware of instability in your personal environment and your global space and how it can negatively impact your day-to-day routine and your habits. So I don't know about you, but when I'm super duper stressed, I hate having a messy room. When my stuff's cluttered, I can't think straight. I'm not gonna say I'm the neatest person in the world, but when my environment around me doesn't coincide with the sense of calm I need in my life sometimes, really just taking the time to tidy up your space, make it look really nice, make it feel the most comfortable for you can be super duper beneficial into how you go about executing your day-to-day activities. If you're a disorganized person and you work in an office job, organizing your stuff is going to make your day-to-day environment and your day-to-day routines a lot easier to accomplish. So some simple tips for environmental wellness can be obviously to clean, whether that means clean your house, clean your office. If you feel the need to be called to clean the outside, I was walking today, and the amount of trash that I see so many people just toss onto the ground makes me so sad. Mother Earth, we should cherish her. And the fact that people have so little regard for their environment just hurts me a little bit. So I'm thinking about doing a little cleanup thing, or at the very least clean up in my area. But cleaning, whether it's your personal space or a shared space, decluttering and organizing, like I said, if you're a disorganized person, it's going to make things a lot harder to get done because you're scouring around trying to find everything. Lowering your carbon footprint, walking, that's more of a global environment thing, but using your car less, taking more steps, using recyclables, things like that. Thrifting is one of my personal favorites. It's a win-win for everybody. You get cool stuff and people get rid of their stuff, and it doesn't just go to be tossed out. It's not mass-produced clothing, so it's a little bit more environmentally friendly in that regard. And then lastly, identifying personal global concerns and get involved. So in terms of, you see that I got that melanin popping. I'm part of the melanated community. I'm black. But if that's and obviously we're dealing with some issues in terms of race right now. But if that's a cause you want to fight for, get out and fight for it. Another example could be veganism. Veganism is a lifestyle choice that I personally have not gotten to the level of enlightenment to do yet. But veganism is a social cause as well as a health one. So if you feel like you want to fight for animal rights and you don't want to eat any animal products, go for it. But those are going to be just some of the only three pillars of wellness. And the next video that's going to be in this series, we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about occupational wellness, social wellness, and intellectual wellness. I'm going to save the spiritual one just because I have that's its own video in and of itself, talking about my spiritual awakening. But I hope that you can implement some of these tips in there. Let me know in the comments below if you did decide that you wanted to try and optimize one of these pillars and see how you feel. If you want to check out one of my other videos, there should be 2 up here by now. 1 3-minute workout and then 1 talking about my weight loss journey. And then just stay tuned for the next video. I'm hopefully going to be posting every Monday and every Thursday. Monday is going to be Movement Mondays on my channel, where we post a quick 3-minute workout that you can execute within 30 minutes. And then on Thursdays we'll have a big boy. With that being said, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And if you like my content or if you find it useful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Boy Scout. Bye.